We're about to tell you how to increase your revenue without spending one more dollar on marketing, and it has to do with your website. Your website is not built to convert. It's just not. Most websites are not built to convert. They're built to be information-centered pages. Now, what is built to convert is what's called a landing page. If you've been in business for a while, you've probably heard this term before, and you may not understand the difference between a website and a landing page. A landing page is a specific one page that is built very, very, very much for one reason, and that is to get somebody to take an action, usually fill out a form, and give you their information. Now they've become a lead. So imagine spending $10,000 on an ad campaign just to send a bunch of traffic straight to a brick wall, and they don't do anything. So you just spent all this money and you made no money in return. But maybe you got some brand awareness. Maybe you got some impressions. But impressions don't pay the bills. Brand awareness doesn't pay the bills. But when you get a lead and you have the ability to take that lead and turn that lead into a customer, now that can start to add up and actually help your business grow. So today we want to break down exactly what you should be doing. We've tested this. We've battle tested. It's been through the absolute ringer. Today, my business partner, Nick Pilson, is joining to talk about landing page design. My name's Joey Nagel. Nick and I co-own a company called Collab Studios, where we help businesses, a lot of businesses in the home improvement space and beyond, generate leads and convert those leads into actual estimate appointments. And today we've helped companies generate over $100 million in sales. And we've been building landing pages for a long time. Nick's been building them for a lot longer than me. So today we're going to talk about what makes a landing page convert and exactly what you should be doing to your landing page to make sure it's getting you actual conversions and not just traffic.
Yep.
So let's talk about what goes through your head. I guess what makes a terrible landing page?
I think it's like you said, if you have a great ad, everything we've talked about in the last couple, it's hooking people, it's getting people curious, and then you're driving those people straight to a contact page on your website. Maybe you'll get a couple, but you need to keep that curiosity and that like, oh, I wonder if I can have this going. You need to keep just enticing people to keep moving through the process. So if you're driving people to just your website after clicking on your ad, you're just not showing them exactly what they're interested in that moment, which is what you showed them in the ad.
Yeah.
So that's why with a landing page, which the only thing a landing page is basically create a new page on your website and just design it and build it and strategize it specifically for one purpose, for one offer. That's all a landing page is. It's not like the secret.
Should we show them a little example?
Yeah. Yep. So for every campaign we do,
maybe we could just show them what it looks like quick. We don't have to necessarily talk about every single piece, but maybe just say, here's what a landing page is.
Okay.
Maybe talk about the fact that you really can't click out of it. Like there's not like a header where you can click to different pages. Peyton, if you want to share the screen.
Yeah, so what we're looking at here is a landing page for a company, and this one follows some pretty good things that we do on almost every single one of them.
Yep.
So we'll just walk through this here, but like Joey just said, there's really no header, so there's nothing to do besides scroll or convert.
And you don't want people getting out of the ecosystem. That's why it's built like that. It's a lockdown page because you don't want them going on their own journey. You want to control the journey.
Yep. And so this landing page is very specifically for one campaign. And you can see here, it's for getting your cabinets remodeled.
Yep.
Turn them into something stunning. That's the first thing I'm seeing, which is great. The next biggest thing I'm seeing is an offer, which I probably also saw in the ad. So they're running a 60-60-60 sale.
Should that offer match the ad that they saw?
100%. Yep. So if you're running, let's say we're not doing cabinets, let's say we're doing HVAC, because that's what I keep talking about, and we're running an air conditioner offer, but then we also have a spring cleaning offer.
Yep.
Those will be 2 different ads. Hopefully they should be. And they should also be driving to 2 separate landing pages talking specifically about that service in that offer. So everything is extremely specific. So let's keep going down. We've got the offer right here, which matches exactly what they saw in the ad. And then just like in the ad, we said, or you should say, see if you qualify for this offer. So you can see we've got our multi-step form, which we've talked about before.
We'll talk about why that one line is absolutely integral to conversion here in a moment, but we'll keep going through it and we'll come back to that. But make a mental note that is insanely important.
Yep. So we're seeing if you qualify for this offer, and then you can see this a multi-step form. So you'll start going through it, and it'll just walk you through question by question, which is exactly what we've been saying we always do on these types of...
One question at a time, not just this super long laundry list of like, fill out all these fields on like... that makes you feel like you're at the doctor's office and they hand you those like, hey, can you fill these 15
forms.
sheets out quick before you go see the doctor? Like,
Exactly.
crap, should have got here 2 hours early.
The other thing this form is doing, which I love, is as a user, if we're still sharing the screen, you can see there's 3 options, and all I've got to do is click to get to the next one. So just making it so easy to breeze through it. So that is a great section there. Then we keep going down. We've got another section, which I like to say is kind of like why you should trust us. Like why you should go with us. 10 years of experience, lifetime warranty, some value propositions, if you will. We'll just
building
keep
a little bit of
scrolling.
credibility.
Yep. And speaking of credibility, testimonials, we love to put that social proof on there. People who have actually gotten the work done and they love the work. This is a section we really like to see too. And this is kind of like comparing you versus either not a direct competitor of like my company versus ABC company, but like why you should choose us versus like maybe the general crowd of people, or why we are set apart from
what we do differently.
Yes, exactly. So, because again, that just gives people like, oh, these guys are unique in what they're offering. Love that. Obviously, always show pictures or videos or before and afters of your work.
Kind of just more social proof.
Yeah, I
Just
mean,
visual.
people just want to see what they can expect.
Just visual social proof.
I love before and afters because the before is usually like, okay, this is what my, in this example,
they can relate.
Could be, this is what my kitchen looks like now. Are you telling me my kitchen can actually look wildly awesome like that afterwards?
In 2 days?
Right. And then at the very bottom, these guys are using a button here to request a quote, which is probably just going to link you straight up to the form, which is great. But what you could also do, and we've done this before, is just take that same form at the top and just put it at the bottom.
So just duplicate it down.
People are going to do 2 things when they get here. They either just want to fill out that form instantly, which is why we have that literally straight at the top. We call it before the fold. So even before they start scrolling, they see the form and they can convert instantly. Or they're going to be a little curious. They're going to start scrolling through, which is why you need great content to keep them curious, keep them wanting it. And when they get to the very bottom, that form is just right there. You just need to have everything as simple as possible right at their fingertips and as seamless as possible. So this landing page is a pretty good example of what we do quite often. Some other things you could put on here are like FAQs, kind of objection fighting, if you will. Because people are always having objections like, well, do they do this? Or is there a lifetime? Do they warranty their work? Like, let's just fight those objections instantly.
Almost like a frequently asked question, but kind of like also a little bit more direct, like a little more bullet point version of that.
Yeah, for this offering, and for this service.
Exactly.
So yeah, this is a great example. We use this structure very similar to this very often.
Absolutely,
And things can change, which is why we're always testing, swapping things out. But as of right now, this is this is a structure that we use and works
You could
really
copy
well
this
across
exact
the
page,
board.
this exact layout, and you'll see better results than if you're just sending traffic to. We can pretty much guarantee if you're just sending traffic to just a generic like contact page, this will work better.
Oh yeah.
If you just adjusted it, go into your whatever your website builder is, make it look like that.
Yep.
Multi-step form, and you're already gonna be good. But I'm a sucker for the reasons, like the principles, the foundation, the ingredients, like why. They say in music, like if you can learn a song, or you can learn the notes and the chords and the theory, then you can write a song, right?
Yeah.
So like you can copy a recipe and end up making a really good food item, or you can learn the principles
Of why to do something.
of how to cook,
Yep.
and you can make your own recipes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's going on here. You could copy our landing page, or you can learn the principles so that you could make your own and test your own version. So there's actually 9 ingredients that make up a landing page. And what's cool is there's only 9. And just like the Taco Bell menu, the ingredients and everything you order are exactly the same.
They're just piled on a shell differently.
They're just rearranged
rice
a little bit
before
different.
beans and beans before
exactly.
rice.
So think about your landing page as the Taco Bell menu, and you can test out the chalupa, you could test out the beefy 5-layer, you could test out maybe that's what we should start calling our landing pages, name them after like the Crunchwrap Supreme. This is our Crunchwrap Supreme version. But that's exactly what's going on here. So I want to give you the 9 principles or the 9 ingredients that make up an incredibly successful landing page. So for the shorts, if you own a service-based business, I'm going to give you the 9 ingredients that make up an incredibly high-converting landing page, so that when you send traffic, when you run ads and you send people to a landing page, you're getting a really high conversion rate, meaning they go to the landing page and they turn into a lead, not just traffic. And these 9 ingredients are this: curiosity, scarcity, urgency, social proof, authority, reciprocity, community, guarantee, and simplicity. I'll break them down real quick. Curiosity means something like see if you qualify, rather than just saying, here's our offer, you can get it. See if you qualify for it, right? Not everybody does. Scarcity, there's limited spots available. You could say, hey, we're looking for 50 people to give this offer to. Urgency, this month only. You've probably seen ads that say this month only, right? Social proof, reviews, results, before and afters. Authority is credentials, years, proof that you're legit, maybe a badge, maybe a Better Business Bureau icon on your website. Reciprocity, you maybe give them free value or give them a gift, like a free download. Community, maybe you're talking to like, hey, join our community of people who are all transforming their yards using this new lawn care system, whatever. Guarantee, you're removing the risk. You're saying, hey, we'll give you a free quote, no risk, the quote's good for a year, right? That's going to remove risk from people's heads. Simplicity, one call to action, one short form, no confusion. That is going to give you the ingredients to make a winning landing page. And you don't have to use all 9 of those, but you do have to use several. And some of the best landing pages and ad campaigns use all 9 at different stages in the funnel.
Yeah, I like that. It's all about getting someone to convert to the next step. If you even look at, if you've shopped on Amazon before, which I'm sure we all have, they have their Prime days, which again is putting you in a time period.
Urgency.
You've got the urgency. Then one step further, I've seen them have lightning deals where it's like this
when
item,
it's out, it's out.
This item is for sale for 2 days. And it's got a little bar underneath that you can only so many people can claim it. So they're stacking a lot of those principles at one time. But again, it's all about the principles. We're using principles on a landing page. Amazon uses them on a product on their website.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's all because Amazon wants you to buy. We want people to convert.
Yep.
And hopefully buy later.
Yeah, if you own a service-based business and you're just driving traffic to a site that has zero reason for somebody to be curious, they're not going to convert. Like curiosity is one of the best mental triggers, which is just simply you don't know if you're going to be able to qualify for the offer, right?
Yep.
So I think that's absolutely huge. That's why we have right at the top, we have see if you qualify, see if your zip code qualifies, right?
Yeah.
So that's why that line is so important, because in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, maybe I'll come back to this thing later. Like, ooh, I see this ad for, a concrete coating, and I'm like, that looks great. I want to have one. And I go to their generic page, and it's just here's what the concrete coatings look like. Contact us anytime to get your new floor.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'll contact you anytime then.
Right.
But not now.
You in the summer.
Right? I'll contact you later. Or maybe I'll contact your competitor because I forgot who you were and their ad was better. I don't know.
Yep.
Because it's just a concrete coating. But if I go to a landing page that says, this month only, we're looking for 200 homeowners who are interested in getting a new concrete coating, check to see if your zip code qualifies for this offer. I just hit 3 mental triggers in one sentence, which is, number one, we're looking for 200 homeowners. That's
limited.
Scarcity.
Yep.
That's one of the 9 mental triggers. 2, we have urgency. This month only. It's going to end. And 3, we have curiosity, which is see if your zip code qualifies. If you just use those 3 mental triggers in your ad campaign, you can use them in your ad and you can use them on your web page. If you use those 3 mental triggers, you're going to increase your conversion rate drastically.
Yep. Yeah.
And right there's 3 of them. But then you want to make sure you have on the landing page, like Nick was talking about, the social proof, the reviews, the before and afters. Because people trust if other people already did it first. If they can see real legit reviews on Trustpilot, Google, real photos from real people that posted on your Google review section, it's going to just drastically increase. Oh, well, yeah, these people are all happy. They've got 4.9 stars. Like, that's a risk removal. And then another risk removal is telling them that, like, if you're going to just come out and give them a free quote and the quote's good for a year, one risk people feel like is, like, as a pushy salesman going to come out and try to close me on the spot. If you have on there, like, quotes are good for a year, okay, cool, right? So that's a little bit of risk removal. Better Business Bureau, anything you can stack in there to, like, pull all the risk out of people's head, it's going to increase your conversion rate by a lot because people want the thing. That's why they click the ad. But there's some barriers that you got to knock down.
Yeah.
And that's what the landing page does, is it really just knocks down those barriers that people have in their head. Even though they want the product or service, they are still scared. And your landing page should be designed to make them trust. At least enough to give your information.
Yeah. Some other things I've seen, either random landing pages that I really liked or ones we've built, but just a combination of kind of all those. I've seen some people put photos. So if they're like a landscaper, there's a photo or multiple photos on their landing page of them standing with the homeowner with a sign saying, like, 100% happy customer, and they're smiling.
That's
and
great.
have a bunch of those. Like, that just instantly mentally triggers something when you see that. Like, oh, there's a lot of happy people. The business owner is standing there, or the installer is standing there with the homeowner. I can actually see the people that might be coming to my house now. Another thing that I've seen a company do is, like Joey was saying, fighting the objection. So, like a concrete landscape border company, one common objection might be, why would I buy that when I can just go get plastic edging at Menards for probably way cheaper? Just fight that objection. Like, there's a very good reason why you should get the concrete landscape border instead of the plastic edging, and let's just address it to eliminate that from someone's mind right away. So I like to just lay it out there like it is on a landing page. Like, let's just fight every objection. Let's show them everything we've got in a good way, obviously, to give that person a really good feeling of wanting to convert and to get a hold of us.
Because then they're like, man, like I like everything I see. I do want to quote.
Right.
Now, by the time they fill out that form and you get to get on the phone with them,
it's going to be
they're excited.
Better of an interaction.
Yeah, they're excited, right?
Yeah.
It's not just a.
I'm leery.
Yeah,
but I figured I would fill that form out.
Right. It's like I want to know, like, basically you're answering a bunch of questions ahead of time.
Exactly.
They're like, yeah, I saw you guys. I saw why it makes more sense to go with this than a plastic edging, so I'd really love to get a custom quote.
Yep.
Cool, right?
Yep.
You're giving them reasons to want to go with you and reasons to want to buy from you specifically. Also, the other thing is, too, a lot of people, most companies drive, if you own a service business, most of your competitors are driving traffic to a brick wall website. And what do I mean by brick wall? I mean, you run an ad, people click that ad, they go to a website, and the website is just this absolutely large menu items. Like, they have so many options, they don't know where to go, they don't know what to do. And so what they do is, well, maybe they browse a couple pages and they're like, okay, cool. And then they bounce. That's what's called a bounce rate. They're out of there. But the best service-based businesses are driving their traffic from their ads straight to a specific landing page that you can't go anywhere else. There's literally no buttons you can click to go to a different page. The only thing you can do is scroll. So they're controlling your journey, they're controlling your flow, and they're giving you the exact pieces of information that they know you need in order to make a decision. And then they make it incredibly easy for you to fill out a form, give you their contact information, and convert.
Yep.
And become a lead. And those are the ones that win. So the cool thing is, if you're the one in the lower percentage who's building these high converting landing pages instead of just sending traffic to a generic website, you're actually going to have an advantage even over your competitors, because you're helping show the customer that you have a clear solution to their clear problem.
Yep.
Whereas the competitor is kind of showing we kind of do everything. It's kind of chaotic.
Yep.
So you're already subconsciously thinking, like, if their website is this chaotic, how chaotic is the process going to be to get to the solution that I'm looking for?
Yep. Yeah, definitely. And I want to talk 1 second about the design of the landing page. We've talked about the strategy of the landing page, the intent from our end of wanting someone to convert through the landing page. So another question you might have is, well, how do I design my landing page, or what should it look like? From what we've seen, the design is not the main lever that matters on the landing page.
Right.
The one we just looked at a little bit ago, that one looked pretty decent.
Yeah, yeah.
I've also seen landing pages that look like trash, but they convert well. And why? Because they're following the same mental triggers and making everything easy for someone to read and find exactly what they're looking for. So I always encourage people, don't put in like a ton of work of making it this beautiful, all these animations, whatever. I like it to look good, but it's really to serve one purpose, and it's to deliver a message, to trigger the mental triggers, and to get someone to convert. So don't overthink the design. Just get something out there.
Love it.
And then you can always tweak from there.
And those 9 mental triggers for the shorts, those 9 mental triggers are curiosity, scarcity, urgency, social proof, authority, reciprocity, community, guarantee, and simplicity. Go to chat, tell it to help you make a landing page based on those 9 mental triggers, and you're going to see way better results.
Yep.
Don't worry about the design. Focus on the triggers.
Yep. Yeah, I completely agree. Great point about using chat. It'll definitely tell you those 9 mental triggers. It's going to tell you have every section we just went through on that landing page, you know, the hero section, call to actions, social proof, benefits. It's going to tell you exactly what to have. So you could go to chat and say, I own this type of company. I'm going to run this type of campaign. Help me build a winning landing page to convert people. It needs to be a conversion-based landing page, and it's going to spit out exactly what you should do, the section layout, the copy you should have on it, and then just go back and forth and tweak it so it's definitely what you're offering. But that's a great starting point, and then just go build out the landing page quick, and you're good to go.
That's a banger short right there. I can already tell. I was like, yep, that's good. Let him cook.
Wasn't trying.
I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's not overly complicated.
It's really not. I think it's, I've heard, I think Jeff Bezos said innovation is not the addition of steps, but the removal of steps.
Mm-hmm.
So
Simplicity.
Our landing pages are built to have fewer steps, not more.
Yep.
Fewer options, not more options.
Yeah. I think you're the one who said this not long ago. And I think you said Jeff Bezos said it. But like Amazon really tried to figure out how can we get someone to buy something in the absolute minimal clicks possible.
Yep.
So if you think about Amazon, I'm just going to guess off the top of my head, but I'm scrolling for whatever I'm looking for. I can click add to cart instantly from not even clicking into the product, just from the scrolling through all the products. I can add to cart. I can go to my cart and I can click checkout. Yeah. So like maybe 3 clicks.
Some products have buy now, checkout.
Yeah. So
right from the product.
Two or three clicks. So that's probably because it's a high conversion rate. I would utilize what Amazon is doing and utilize it for your own
That's
system.
Actually a really good point. I got to do that one for the shorts here real quick. Do it for the shorts. I think I'm just going to have to get that embroidered on a hat or something. Yeah. So this is great. If you own a service-based company, you need to treat it like Amazon. Jeff Bezos said that innovation is not the addition of steps, but the removal of steps. So if you're paying money on advertising and you're sending traffic to a website that is absolutely cluttered, that is why a lot of your money is as good as just being burnt up. What you need to do is send traffic to a landing page that's locked down, no menu options. All you can do is scroll and read the information that you have specifically laid out for that person. Make the form super easy, one question at a time, and remove the confusion, remove the steps. Make it super simple so that the person is so clear on what you do, what your solution is, why you're the people to go with, and why they should get a quote, and then make it super easy to get a quote. Couple clicks, and they're in. That will change your conversion rate from basically nothing to leads actually coming in every day.
Yep, I like that. Yeah, so I don't think there's really much more. I mean, we continue to test. We continue to see what's working, what's changed. And so maybe we have another conversation later on some different things we found. But as far as right now, this is the exact structure we're using, and it's working.
Yeah, so copy and paste, and we'll see you tomorrow. It's Friday. That's exciting.
Tomorrow's Friday, yeah.
We'll see you tomorrow for another episode of How to Get Customers. Thanks so much for joining us. Our mission, again, is to help service-based companies grow and not have to do it the hard way. So remember, innovation is not adding, it's subtracting and coming down to that thing that just works every time and you can rinse